everyone, welcome back to Womb Wednesday. My name is Remy, psychic healer, former lawyer, here to talk to you about what your spirit babies want you to know for this week. So if you want to know what your spirit babies got to say, where your fertility energy is at, keep on watching. All right, so I'm so happy to have you back here, or if you're not already following or subscribed to me, please send that over via the below, because I would love to see you again. My back is hurting a little bit. So what are we clearing this week? It looks and feels like the last couple of weeks' energies are already transitioning through you, which is very, very powerful. If you haven't watched those videos, you can perhaps watch those first, or you can go back to them after. But we're going to be seeing what your spirit baby's got to say. Just a disclaimer, reminder that this is not medical advice, but I truly and honestly believe in the power of healing your energy so your baby can come into a safe place so that they can really fulfill their purpose. And on that note, spirit babies are some of the most conscious, or are the most conscious individuals, entities, beings, souls on this planet. They particularly know when they want to come in to this world, and they are not going to allow anything anymore to get in the way of their honor, their authenticity, as well as what they've signed up for. So for you, that could show up as delay. If there are things in these videos that are resonating for you, those are the messages your spirit babies want you to know about regarding the delay and them showing up in your 3D. Okay? So we have to remember that if they haven't showed up, there is a divine reason why they haven't. But by going through these themes, you may have a better understanding as to why and what you can shift in order to better connect with your spirit baby. So let's see. Wow, they just made this one pop up. You couldn't see that. But the student, you're starting to learn, like I said, the things that you are starting to address from the last couple of weeks. My throat chakra has been going. I just recorded another video where my throat chakra was which is in Soul Fam, by the way. If you want to join my Soul Fam, a monthly membership where you have a Soul Fam community where you can answer or ask or be answered at any time, you can join that via my website in the description. But a lot of throat chakra activation for the collective this week, whether or not you are trying to get pregnant, or whether or not that's something that's in your mind. There is some clearing, there is some enlightenment. There's also there's some stuff that your babies are trying to get your attention around. And for some of you, you believe that what I'm hearing is you're the only means through which a cause can succeed, which is another card that we have in the shadow. And light card, which is the mystic, I believe. We'll see if she comes through. But right now we have the inability with the seeker to commit to a path found. So what this mainly is showing me is that you've made some forward movement. Exactly. That's why it's coming up. You've made forward movement, but you believe that, let's say you have a partner, right? You believe that your partner doesn't have the ability to grow with you. So this is not from a place of knowing. This is from a place of ego for some of you. For some of you, because of the video a couple of weeks ago, you know, hey, this is not the relationship I'm meant to be in to have these kids, right? Or to have a baby or another baby. This is why the baby didn't come. For some of you, this is a thought of, oh, well, you know what? Like, I'm better than you because I'm doing all of this work, and like, F this. And your child's like, is that what you're going to say to me when you think I'm wrong and maybe I'm not even wrong? This is all about your experience as well as your thoughts in these certain scenarios and your perception. Okay. So we have the Knight. This is more of like you want to be chased, right? And then you're running away because you want to be chased. So that's keeping you away from your authentic energy. What's interesting is I think that's why I'm feeling this back pain right now. It's like you're carrying all these burdens and these thoughts and these emotions, and you're like, oh no, I'm going to keep going forward. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep doing this and that and that. And your guides are like, you want someone to just come and run after you without doing the inner work of understanding. And you're like understanding why this is occurring. And this is why your spirit babies are getting your attention right now, because they're like, you, mom, more specifically, want to have all of this stuff done for, you're like, I'm doing the great work as a Samaritan, but I'm going to still be in victim complex. I want to be rescued when only you can rescue yourself. And this is a mindset that you have. Yeah, only you can liberate yourself with a liberator. This is a mindset that you have that is not really perpetuated by many people around you. This is a very subconscious thing that's going on in your psyche and in your world at this particular moment. Your children are getting your attention around filling up your own cup. So that way, when they come, you are not codependent on them to be the ones fulfilling you. You're not going to be codependent on them for being the ones that, fill you up with all this love. Like, it's natural to have a hole in your heart, to have this piece that is going to belong with another individual. But are you allowing that to consume you and break, like, furthermore, like break other parts of you? Or are you filling that piece up with like self-love, fulfillment in other areas, with your own hobbies, with, expansion, with healing and meditating? Or are you focusing on that as martyrdom? Really important to consider, really important to work through at this point. These are sticking out to me together. It's like this, the victim complex here, shrunk down, fits into this hole. That's where your sacral is. That's your belly. So your inner child is also trying to get your attention around where, as a child, you felt abandoned. How is that showing up and persisting in this seeker chaser anxiety, this dynamic? How is that showing up? When you were a child, what happened to you? What did you hope would happen differently, right? What would you hope would have occurred differently? By the way, if you want to do one-on-one work, we can do that. I have a whole program called the First Trimester, where we work together for 3 months. We have 6 coaching calls. We have activities, meditations, and instant messaging for these 6 months, where we talk one-on-one about the in-depths of what these traumas are for you. And as long as you do the work, your energy is going to stay clear to allow the baby to come in. Okay. So if you want to join that, or you want to consult with me on that, go via the link in my bio. Okay. So overall, this victim complex is showing up as an inner child wound. So there are parts of yourself that you still need to address, heal, contribute to positively. There are parts of this that you need to look at with the best intention. Like, you shouldn't be assuming that people are going to do this work for you. You can ask for assistance, but this void is not meant to be fulfilled by others. This void is not meant to be healed by others. The exorcist, this is a void that's meant to be healed through you. And if you feel you have a lot of negative energy around you, maybe some evil eye, that's also some work I do. This exorcism sort of stuff, which is like clearing that, healing that, moving away from that. This fear of facing your own demons, exactly. That's why you want somebody else to rescue you. That's why you want somebody else to come and fulfill this part. And it's not that that won't ever come. It's not that somebody won't ever like show you your own true purpose and value. But it's really important to remember that you may then use an individual as a crutch, right? Like, okay, now this person's going to help validate me. Now this person's going to help fix this. Now this person's going to help do that. Where your guides are like, okay, well, you're continuously and constantly looking at somebody else for that. You're continuously and constantly looking at them to fulfill this for you. What if there was nobody around? How do you fulfill this for yourself? Right? Like, how do you fulfill this for yourself? What do you do for yourself in this moment? So those are the big things to question mark. Those are the big things to ask yourself right now is what is the theme that continuously comes up? Let's see if there's one theme, but there's going to be several. Is there one theme that you want to talk about, Spirit? But for you, what is the one theme that continuously comes up that keeps you in this abandonment wound and trigger? Where is that anxiety, and where does that anxiety stem from? We got 2 coming out right here, so we will talk about it. We have the Avenger and we have the Divine Child. So exactly, just reiterating, your inner child is reiterating and your spirit baby is reiterating how you wanted to be treated, and ensuring that you then treat your child that way, that you don't use your child as a crutch either, that you don't say, oh, well, I'm going to live through my child, or what my child must do what I say because that's going to validate me. A lot of parents do that, especially culturally, okay? And resorting to violence, okay, as the Avenger. So negative self-talk, How has that showed up in your life? How do you perpetuate that as now a coping mechanism? How have you absorbed that? That's not something your child wants to endure. So are you swearing at your partner? Are you being abusive? Are you being cold? Are you being neglectful? Are you abandoning them? Do you play a role in that space, or does your partner do that to you? And if you're being authentic and true and real, is there a question about your standards, your value, and the partnership? Because your child knows who their parents are. If the situation you're currently in is not a healthy environment for the child to come into, they're not going to come, because these kids have had a lot of past lives, have lived through a lot of their karma, where they're not willing to go through the same stuff again and again and again because they've healed from it. Right? So for some of you, you may need the extra boost of help or confidence, some therapy, whatever it is, some coaching. I'm always here for that. It's building new healthy habits within your routine so that your child does not become your purpose. Okay? Your child does not become your purpose. What is your purpose? A part of your purpose will be to be a parent. Right? If you're watching this, that is a part of your purpose. A part of your purpose is maybe perhaps partnership if you're looking to do this with a partner. If you're not, that's also okay. Parenthood would be your purpose, a part of it. Our purpose is not one thing. It is a way we act. That is what I teach in human design. If you want your free human design guide, you can also get that via my website. Okay? And there I reiterate, and in my human design readings, I reiterate, our purpose is a way we act. It is not a destination. The reason that is because we then get hooked into the identity piece of this is who I am. But we are meant to evolve. As we heal, we evolve. We bring in new experiences that help us live our purpose. That doesn't mean that one thing is not a part of your purpose. It just means that that is not the only thing that is your purpose. Okay? So it's very, very important to remember. That's what I want to round out this video with. Like I said, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can check out my website in my description. You can set up an exploration call even. You can email me, check my services out. I will hope to see you in the next video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed so I can help grow my new channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.